All right, we are in section 3, IELTS general reading. This is the first question, let's say you're faced with. List of headings, you have a bunch and you have to match them with paragraphs. You have paragraph A, read it, understand it, match it with the headings, do the same with B, and so on. The best strategy here is to look at all the headings first. Why? Because we don't know which is going to come first. A could be this, B could be this, C could be this. Since we don't know what matches what, there's no point of reading a few or half. You have to read everything. And if that is too much info for you, you have to prepare at home to be able to remember as much as possible. But it's not as hard as it may seem. All you have to do is look at the keywords, 1 or 2 from each sentence. For example, I'm reading the sentence and it says proposals to expand ocean conservation zones. So something about expansion and proposals to expand. Got it. So someone is saying, let's make something bigger. I'm thinking of it in different keywords so that I remember better. The next thing is the development. Okay, the development and decline. So positive, negative, back and forth. Reasons behind delayed. So something is being delayed, something is being postponed, something is not done in time. I'm looking at these different words in my head. Number 1, it helps me remember this better. It helps me visualize it. And number 2, it helps me think of multiple ways they may say it, and that one of them might actually be said, because it's not really likely going to be the exact same wordings. Once you read everything in this manner, you will remember better, and as soon as you head into paragraph A, you start reading, some words will click and you will feel it matches what was said earlier. But also remember that you're trying to get the main idea, because this is list of headings. It's very different from the matching questions. Matching questions, one thing, one sentence matches, you put the answer. List of headings has to be the overall idea. So once you're done with these questions in this passage, in the sample reading we're looking at, we then get questions 35 to 37, multiple choice questions. The good thing here, and if this happens to you, you are lucky, is that for questions 35 and 36, you have names. These are easy to identify. You can go up, quickly find them, and then check where the answer or the details were mentioned, then come back and look at the options and match it. Simple. This is helpful. In fact, even if I look at the last multiple choice, it says, what is the best overall summary of the passage? And guess what? You have been doing list of headings before this. You have been doing questions 35 and 36. You have read everything at this point. So you can do 37 now, because now you have the idea of the whole passage. So doing this in exactly this sequence helps. But remember also, what we were doing is, as I pointed out, we're looking at the questions only, going to the passage, finding the answer, then looking at the options. You never look at the options first, because the options, 75% of them, are wrong and they'll confuse you. So always do the question first, then the passage, then the options. Finally, in this test, I am faced with these last few questions, which are fill-in-the-gap questions. Here, what you want to know is the essence of what you have to hunt for. For example, the Wadden Sea formed after rising sea levels caused by shrinking something. So why do rising sea levels happen? Well, because something shrinked. What shrinked? Maybe the sea life, the marine life population, maybe the coastline, maybe the water. Something shrinked. So I'm looking for something that shrinked or lessened or reduced. Those are my keywords in my head. And also, the sea formed after rising sea levels. When or where was this mentioned? I gotta find this, and this would likely be where the formation or the invention, the advent of the sea is mentioned. So I'm understanding where I could find this, and I'm also trying to see my specific hunt is about something shrinking or lessening. Similarly, next one, it supported a wide range of marine species, and its coastal wetlands provided a habitat for large numbers of, this has to be a figure, large numbers of crabs, large numbers of pollution, or, well, pollution would not fit in numbers. What else could it be? Large number of marine life, large number of activities. It could be most likely something to do with habitat, which would have to do with a type of marine life. But again, I'm looking for something that has large numbers of something. And also, my key is things like wide range of marine species, coastal, wetlands, anywhere where that is mentioned, I'm going to look for that. And then I'm simply going to look for provided a habitat for large numbers of, and so on. So I'm predicting the answers. I'm also looking at what are my clues that'll help me get to that part of the passage. And with this combined, I'll be able to find my answers. Subscribe, like, and share because we will be looking at multiple readings and quickly going over these strategies in some videos, while in some videos we'll be detailing the answers. Talk to you next time.